Hi viewers, I'm Harry and this is Kathakali, Wild Stories at One Junction. Here in this video, we are going to look at a real crime that happened in the state of Kerala, India. Without further delay, let's get into the story. It was January 27, 2025. In Pothundi village, Palakkad, Kerala, the time was nearing 9 am. Life started to move at its usual pace, villagers being busy with their daily chores, unaware that their quiet morning was about to be shattered. 75-year-old Shivaraj, a farmer, was returning from his field when he saw Sudhakaran, a 55-year-old man, standing inside his house compound. It had been a long time since Shivaraj had seen him, so he stopped for a brief chat. "Hey, Sudhakaran, it's been a while. How are you?" "I'm doing well, Shivaraj. Just back home for a few days." And then Shivaraj left without knowing of the things that were about to happen. The time was now around 9:45 am, but as he re-entered Sudhakaran's street, he froze in shock. A horrific sight lay before him. Sudhakaran and his 75-year-old mother Lakshmi were lying lifeless in a pool of blood in front of their house. Their heads had been severed. For a moment, Shivaraj couldn't tell if this was real or a nightmare. His hands trembled as he reached for the phone. He called the police immediately. Within minutes, officers arrived and secured the crime scene. But before they could even begin their investigation, panic erupted in the village. At the bus stand, families with their packed belongings, eager to flee, the whispers spread fast. "Oh my God, this is the third murder. He said he would do it and he kept his word. If we stay here, we might be the next." People who had nowhere to go locked themselves inside their homes, while a few brave men joined the police in searching for the killer. So, who was he? Why did he kill Sudhakaran and his mother? And if this was his third murder, who was his first victim? To understand the horror that unfolded that day, we must go back in time. It was August 31st, 2019. At Sudhakaran's house, preparations were on as he was set to return to Tripur for work. His daughters Atulya and Akila had already left for college and school. That morning, his wife Sajitha was alone at home. But without her acknowledgement, someone was watching her. A dark, horrific shadow of a man with a sharp weapon hidden inside his clothing. Chenthamara. He had been waiting for this moment. Cautiously, he approached the house. The front door was locked. He moved to the back. Just as he hopped, the door was open. He entered silently. Sajitha, on noticing him, froze in fear. Before she could scream, he attacked. A swift, brutal strike to the neck. The room was pointed in. Unfortunately, she was dead within minutes. Satisfied, Chenthamara fled into the forest. For days, he hid, but hunger got the best of him. That was his mistake. He visited his brother's house in the village for food, unaware that his brother had already informed the police. That very night, officers surrounded the house and arrested him. During interrogation, Chenthamara confessed. He was sentenced and sent to jail. Justice was served. It was December 2024. Chenthamara was granted bail under one condition. He could not enter the Nenmara village limits. For a while, he obeyed, but soon he broke the rule and returned. His presence alone was enough to spread terror. Neighbors whispered, "What if he strikes again?" Fearful for their safety, Sudhakaran's daughters and villagers filed a complaint with the police. Officers warned Chenthamara and even petitioned the court to cancel his bail. But legal delays gave him time, and he used it so well. He watched, he planned, and on January 27, 2025, the day he had been waiting for has arrived. And that morning, just after Shivaraj had left, Sudhakaran mounted his bike to leave. But before he could start, Chenthamara appeared in front of him. His weapon gleaming in the morning light, Sudhakaran barely had time to react. The first blow landed. Within seconds, his lifeless body fell to the ground. Hearing the commotion, Lakshmi rushed outside. "No! Stop! No! Stop!" But Chenthamara didn't stop. He turned his rage toward her, slashing brutally. Then he disappeared into the forest. The village was paralyzed in fear. Police immediately launched a manhunt. Scouring the dense forest, they searched his house and found something unexpected. A bottle of poison. Had he taken his own life? Uncertain, officers passed the search, but deep inside they knew Chenthamara wasn't one to give up. That night, around 10:30 pm, just as he had done in 2019, he emerged from the hiding. thinking he had fooled the police. He crept towards his house, starving. But the moment he stepped inside, "Don't move! Hands up!" They had been waiting for him all along. During interrogation, he revealed his shocking motive behind these brutal murders. He claimed he had lost his wife and daughter because of his neighbors. He believed in black magic. A local conjurer had told him that a woman with a long hair had ruined his life, and that was all it took. He believed Sajitha was responsible since she too had long hair. And later he extended his wrath to Sudhakaran and Lakshmi. The court remanded him and now he awaits trial. So dear viewers, what do you think about this case? Superstition turned into murder. A belief so strong that it destroyed an entire family. Drop your thoughts in the comment and let us know. I will see you in another video. Thank you. Subscribe to Kathakali.